aggressive at the start, and it seems like Kiko's going on for a little bit of a war. Koi expecting it with so many players hiding and wait. And it's going to be Team Liquid, surprisingly enough, getting the better end of that trade. 2v5, but it's the two that come out on top, and they've got reinforcements on the back end. So it's Starkso all to himself. Not for long, he's got 20 points of health. Tries to run it off, but goes for another go, because why not?
I mean, there's not much you can do here.
No, there isn't. Mystic finds the final shot. It's Team Liquid with first blood. 4 players of Koi looking to jump in, and there's only one defending it. Mystic's definitely giving the call over. Recon spotting him. Oh, only good for nothing, actually. It's Kiko to find the shot for Team Liquid here. And it's a disadvantage for Team Liquid.
I mean, look at how much attention Starkso was able to keep towards that B site.
Yampy's aware of the flag, though. Starkso is dead, and Team Liquid still in the front seat.
May not expect another one close. The Nanoswarm says differently, though.
Oh, he's still wary of it, but the Bulldog will be superior. Oh, Shadow nearby, keeping the chances close here for Koi. Grabinho's close by. That's the player you need to look out for here, and Enzo's got no idea. He thinks everyone's so far away, but a Shadow that deals with him. So Grabinho's still in a secret position. Nats has got no clue where his opposing Viper is. And Grabinho's going to catch him off guard. Koi!
Another ping with the recon. The operator for Kiko, first blood into the round.
No command is available from Shados already, so 2 ultimates being so strong here for Koi is going to change the entire round. But Team Liquid's got a choice. Do they go aggressive to try and deal with it or hold it back? It's going to buy a lot of time. It seems Yampy is going to go right in for the fight, but he's being dealt with by 2 players right in front of him. Oh, this is difficult. Koi've got commanding control of the site, even though they're trailing in numbers. Team Liquid got to get in here quickly. Kiko, operator's shot. It's not good enough, though, because there's not enough space garnered. Grabinho to the back end. Still has a snake bite. No, he doesn't. He's been walled off. And Shadow nearby uses a classic. Diffuse halfway. Shadow! Is he going to do it against his former teammate? Shadow nearby! But it's Kiko to find the shot. Round goes to Koi. What an explosive round.
And here comes that Harbor's ultimate that we're expecting.
Whoa, Camo! In his face! A dry peek, why not? And flash behind, just to entertain the idea that he's behind them. Brilliantly done, and just like that, he opens up the site. Exactly how he would like. And now Koi, clear example of how you take over. It's 4v3, Team Liquid needs something and they need it quick.
Gorgeous combination now into the post plant, though. Giving up so much site space. Yellow, though, still in the hands of Koi.
Oh, but it seems like Koi's still winning out on these strays and they can afford to do so. Superior numbers, Kiko. What can you do here? You've got some time to work with, but there's only Shadow left and he's got the Hunter's Fury. Oh, Kiko, you tried it. But it's not going to be enough. Shadow's just playing with him, toying with him. One more shot to be delivered. Kiko's got enough health. Shadow, is he too far away here?
No way, he gets off here.
Recon going inwards. Oh, he spots out Kiko. Kiko wins it. He's got a Viper's Pit of his own. He could do quite a bit.
Spike planted.
Grabinho spotted down low. And Team Liquid want to deal with it before they execute site retake. It's a trade, but Resurrection being available brings Team Liquid back on top. Starkso makes sure Kiko is not going to stay alive, and Koi remain with numbers advantage. In the Viper's Pit they go, though. This is where it all gets nitty-gritty. All gets all a bit too uncomfortable. Starkso slowly replenishing, well knowing where the spike is. Spray's coming across. It's all a little bit too confusing. Camo, where's that come from? Snake bite to his feet. It's down to a one-on-one. Oh, it's Nats and Shados, isn't it? And it's Shados that comes out. And it might be a really good call for Team Liquid. Koi playing it slow. They haven't quite realized how close everybody is. Kiko, the only one to find a shot. Shot that trying to find damage. Oh, Senso kills himself by taking one down with him. Oh, it's death by suicide. But still, it's a 2v2, and Team Liquid might have a chance. They don't have the weapons for it. Nats does, though, and he's nearby. Low on health. You cannot be too comfortable in this one. Replenished. And Koi, you need to sign the alarms. You've got to get the hell out of there. Get to that A site as soon as possible.
Could get caught off on this rotation, though, especially if they slow down by any measure. Mystic, the one to catch up initially, but he's also the one with only the Sheriff in hand. Shados.
30 seconds.
So low, just the headshot
Mystic.
here. Down to 2v1.
And he's bought the time, right? Now Nats can join him. And he can play the patience game. Shadow's the one under pressure. As soon as he gets that spike down, he doesn't have his weapon out anymore.
Great position.
And he moves in closer. Shadow wants to make sure he takes his fight before Mystic gets a gun. 40 seconds, though. He knows time is against him. And no recon available either.
Planted.
The wall also working in his favor, and that kind of... There's no way!
He just caught up onto that line. Oh, but Nats! Hunter's Fury. As soon as the wall drops, trying to keep him back. Not only doing damage, but getting a kill as well.
That was the whole play! That was the whole play there for Koi, now shut down. There's a Viper's Pit, though. Koi can find that plant. But again, Spike leaning away.
At least they've got weapons available. At least they've got a Viper's Pit.
30
It's not
seconds
all over,
left.
but Team Liquid have read this clear open book right now from Koi. But they do rotate over to this A site, which begs the question, is Yampi's utility going to be enough?
We've seen Starkso doing that distraction game beforehand. It worked out well for Koi. No time here.
Yeah, there's likely they'll get to the plant, but the
10 seconds
lockdown
left.
later on from
Nanos?
Yampi is going to be way too distracted, but he's sticking by. He's sticking close. He's feeling it. He wants to go in for a fight. He's finding some sprays, but he only kills a bot. Oh, they're all so close to him, and he's just given away the team's advantage. No lockdown, no Yampi. It has to be a 4v4. Koi got clear way to success with hiding into the Viper's Pit really close to the spawn. No flank in the making, even though Mystic is clearing that sort of angle. Nats, first to find a kill. He stops in Zara's element. Oh, and he's quick to the trigger on Starkso, but somehow Starkso keeps ahead, keeps his head over water, but Kiko manages to drown him right at the end. Oh, it's Koi. And they're so close to closing it all out themselves. Fall back after the dimensional drift is over, and it's Shadow this time around that comes out on top and kills off his former IGL. 4 versus 5. Camo close by, and he exits the dimensional drift and picks up one before his team comes in to assist. Tries to play the upper angle, but Kiko is good for it. Can he resist the second shot? And Team Liquid keeping on top. Kiko, the heroics. The Prodigy keeping the team on top. But it's going to be so tough. Lockdown drop. Team Liquid going to have to step back.
It's nice. The spacing, at least, that the earlier attacker's ultimate comes out here, pushes TL back, like you had mentioned, denying them as much time to retake this space with theirs of their own.
But there were 2 lockdowns, which means Koi had to be forced back as well. Kiko goes in for another bite, and there's 2 left. But he's so low. That's got to hinder his confidence. Moves up. That angle from Starkso is such a sneaky one, but now he's been revealed. Kiko going all the way around. He might be able to find another!
Dynamic.
Kiko just wants to keep everyone on edge, don't you? Oh, Kiko! Makes it look easy. Double, and Team Liquid are 5-3.
Okay, you know it's a clone. Mystic still on this upper angle. The flash, though, forcing him back.
Koi needs something from this, and the fact that Camo is low, you can't feel confident to stay up close and personal. And the fact that Team Liquid are playing this as a team, everybody grouped up, is not going to give them any opportunity. Scratch that, Shadow's found a pick. Mystic is no more. He needs another, and then they're back to equal footing. Here. Shadow.
Positioning.
Oh, but still gets one for his troubles. And they all circle around Camo to end his life. This time it's Koi's turn. Shadow leading the charge, but it's Camo with first blood. Just like that, Koi are ahead in numbers.
They stick around, no. They're gonna fully back off here for Koi. Still keeping some of that green control. But space found here for Kiko towards this A site. Koi playing so deep in spawn. Happy to give up the site. Comfortable in their retake. They have that retake. Toxic screen to work off of that cuts off maze. Just not looking to give anything away.
It's the simple story of, we got to pick. Stay back, don't push. No need for that.
We're up in numbers.
We're up in numbers, guys. And Koi seem to know how to do that. But here we go. Team Liquid have got an A-site control. The interesting positioning is from Yampi. He's the person that could potentially turn this whole thing around for the Blue Stallions.
It's a really nice wall plant there.
Oh, I think someone has spotted them though. Starkso's nearby, and Shadow turns around in time. Beautifully done, and Koi are even further ahead.
Such an aggressive push there into screens, though. Mystic gives one away for free.
Enzo on the back foot, but there's a crossfire with Kiko. Enzo shock darting damage. Gets one before he drops, so Kiko's got to do it all by himself, but obviously up against 3, it's just a little bit too much to ask of this young gun. Past. Can Koi read this? Grubinho in the smoke. Do they anticipate it? He's going to just peek out eventually. Only gets one before he drops, but still, this is really good for Team Liquid, opening up the B site entirely, but they haven't gone in for the move.
Now looking to regroup here. Sounding the alarms for Koi, but they're actually not looking to make that full rotation over with silence now towards B. The shift back over towards A.
It's the smart move to make. You know, it's 4v3, play the numbers, play the trade
30
game.
seconds left.
We've got 2 flashes to work with here. Backside for Camo as well. Could do everything to stall. 25 seconds on the clock.
They should have enough ample time. Although Koi have found their players here. War to block out one of these entrances. It's a good one. Shadow. Will we try and go in for an elevated position? Shot dart toward the Spike's location. Nano Swarm misses the mark. And that's Camo to the back of site, already no more. And Team Liquid seem to be clear to close this out because Shados and Shadow only got pistols. And they're not going to be good enough to deal with a stampede of rifles. They know where he is, surely, right? Well, they're still looking. Oh!
Hesitant to creep up.
And that's a pick you want from Yampy. And it was with an outlaw, no less. So a good start from Team Liquid, exactly what they needed. And I feel like Team Liquid have sort of lacked these early picks. So can they use this to their advantage?
Great wall coming through here. That high tide out from Stark, so making it just that much more difficult. What an angle! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, okay.
It's like Enzo knew exactly the weakness of that toxic screen, so he took care of it. Realizes Starkzo's nearby, and goodbye. So, 5 versus 3, Team Liquid looking really strong. Pair that up with a Resurrect if anything goes wrong for Team Liquid. So, Koi have got a decision to make here, right? Do they go for the 3v5? It's a gamble, right? Best to save those weapons. Of damage, you can have close up the gap. Look at Kiko! Oh my god! Surprise from
what
above!
a dash!
Goodbye! And that's already advantage for Team Liquid.
That Reckoning also already expended, just off of Enzo's contact alone towards B. Nothing to work with now with ultimates.
And Kiko's being such a menace. Reign supreme from the skies above! Give him the ace. Oh, not quite. The denial from Camo, but he's got to find 4 of his own. Make that 3, because he just deleted Yampy from existence.
Best positioning. Now a blind Hunter's Fury off the contact of that recon finds 1.
Oh, Enzo gets 2 on the first tag and finishes off Stark or so on the second. And Kiko's find himself some very deep space here. And Team Liquid have just taken over the site and they've got the advantage. I think the issue for Koi is just losing too many players early. They can't play off of the advantage, but they're aggressing really far forwards already. Shados on the case, but Kiko's not going to allow him to do a thing. They've even got a flank in the making. Look at Nats. He's going all the way around the world and he's catching a player off guard already. Double that up, Nats. The lurking man himself is back. Pushing forward, Hunter's Fury. Oh, that's going to block him in.
That's a great
That's
line.
a guaranteed kill, never mind. Kiko lives, but it's Camo to get a kill instead. Infiltrating the back line, but it's Yampy and that's to stay on top. So Team Liquid, topsy-turvy. They need to collect the spike again, but this round is definitely theirs with 30 seconds to spare.
Look at the way that Yampy's just walked all the way up towards A.
Starkzo's being a sneaky menace though when he's able to double up together with Shados. Oh, Kiko needs to go for the fight, but he fails. And it's all down to Nats. He's got 4 health, but he's up against 2 and he's been notified. They're well aware of where he hides out and he's got to deal with 2 different angles as well, 2 different elevations. He's got to try and run around, but doesn't spot out Carabin. Kiko wondering if this is the time for him to move through. He's waiting perhaps for a flash, or is he going to go for a dry peek? Kiko finds the right timing. That's a double for him. Enzo tries to find another chance into this, but Koi keep close. Starkzo, he's being a menace around the backside here, and as long as he hasn't been dealt with, Team Liquid are walking on eggshells.
The timing here through the smoke, the plant right in front of him.
Spike planted.
Yampy on a long distance with the operator. He can play the off angle, but with the Viper Spit in front, it's definitely distracting.
Last player standing.
But Yampy actually finds Grabinho on the cross. So Starkzo left to bend himself. Matt's got it red, and that's 11. Does B site need to be cared after? Oh, no. Yampy doesn't care about the drone. He just pushes past it, because why not? He can. Nats is also in the flank. There is so much in the making here for Team Liquid.
You can't drone there either. No one is watching your back. And Yampy with the operator waiting for that backstab.
And all in the meantime, it's Kiko close by. The site has been taken over. The spike's been ticking for quite some time. And it's just going from bad to worse here from Koi. Only 1 remaining, but Starkzo's life is short-lived. It's Team Liquid. To move onto this ASAT on attack here against Team Liquid's defense. Camo, first blood, Kiko no more. Enough of his funny business from the previous map. But now they've garnered full site access. And it's Mystic waiting on for his team to try and join in. Smash that is actually trying to go for a choke himself. Gets eliminated, although Enzo does find a pot shot through the smoke to keep things at least at a fathomable condition.
Still 2 guiding lights here for Yampy to work with though. First one finds a bit of info. But not much you could work off of.
Second flash coming through together with Dizzy. Yampy finds some space, but you need more than just a trade here. You can find yourself on top with numbers. Otherwise, they'll all come in and start chiming in shots on you, Nats. Good enough to find an isolated pick. Enzo as well, but it's Shadow left alone. And little bro isn't on the spike anymore. It's Enzo. Get to half. Now gets off of it. But who's going to win it this time around? Enzo is going to have to stick it in. Shadow isn't going to miss that shot. It's Koi. Hit for the A side, but instead it's the double front take onto this A side camo. His feet are burning, but he doesn't care. Still, Koi coming out on top, and this is so scary for Team Liquid if nothing is done about it. Koi, advantage. Kiko, so scared to take that fight. So Koi are big time ahead with a spike plant on this B site.
You've also got the heal coming out from Stark, so replenish health, but down to a 2v2.
Shados' angle is so
Last
sneaky,
player standing.
and it's a wide pick Kiko had to take, and Stark's just going to play a different angle to make it all too uncomfortable here for Nats, and oh, you can see how much he's fidgeting. He needs the pick and he needs it quick, but it's not going to happen to him anytime soon. It's Shados with a triple core. Spike dropped, and the Yampy heard it, so he's definitely going to start spraying once he hears the spike being planted. Starkso is so close to it. Flash comes out, and Yamp is quick enough to react, and now with a Thrasher out, one of them is stuck in place, and that's exactly where Yampy tries to move in. And Koi's attack crumbled into pieces. Instantly, Team Liquid sees control, and there's two left to try and fend it all off. There's an orbital strike, though. No need to follow it up, but he can buy some time. Touched once. When do you start spraying? Do you afford to use the orbital strike here? No, you don't. And there you have it, Team Liquid. Only lose one player throughout it. And the orbital strike to try and find some room. Nobody's there, so it doesn't affect anyone, but the showstopper instead from Camo does a lot. Enzo on that closer angle could have done quite a bit, but now out of the equation, Koi will find themselves on top. Viper's Pit to take up a lot of space outside of Lamps, moving into the CT side, and Kiko looks to push past it. Oh, he's very eager to get pushing here. Starkso, nicely done to deal with him, but still Team Liquid trading equally. At the bottom end, though, as it's a 2v3, and only now the spike goes down.
Viper's Pit's not even overlapping with one another.
Seeker's out from Yampy, trying to deal with two, but Grupinho's on the case, and Nats left to do it alone. Known for his Sentinel tech, but now on the Viper, he's going to face a Viper on the opposing side, and that Viper's got a shorty. He stays on top of the truck in case the wall does go down, but still, it's going to be a trade of the skies, with Kiko coming in up front and face and fence center. Instantly getting Camo out of the equation. So now Team Liquid finally ahead. Shadow, notified position. Nats being the gatekeeper of Lamps. Alongside, which clears the rest of the site.
Look how
Definitely
much
means
info
that
they
it's going to
have.
have to be an A hit, but the rotations haven't come in here from Team Liquid. Instead, Enzo gets a pick. The shove comes through. They're into that Lamps area, so they need to be careful. Nats isn't really wary of it. Flash comes through. He's killed out, and the full A-side control is theirs. Enzo hasn't been dealt with, which is the important part here from Team Liquid. They need to keep control over this side.
Do they continue to push the issue, though? With the spike all the way back towards A market, could see for a rotation, but
They don't have any smokes to deal with this, though. Grupinho, no smokes available for him. Shados, he's used his Poison Cloud.
just Kiko hiding on B with that operator, but now smoke's down. They have front sight control. Team Liquid don't know how many players are in Lamps right now.
They've got no clue, but the question is, do they even try and challenge
30
it?
seconds
Yampy
left.
feels the need to go for something aggressive himself, but he might be paying for it with his life. His feet are definitely visible from the bottom side of that smoke. Or is it? In he goes, spray down in. The Lamps players do move out. They do find a kill, but it's Enzo to stop them in their tracks. 15 seconds of time is so much pressure on Koi, but it's Shados left alone on the hot seat. But the spike is just too far away. He can pick it up, he can go to the other side of the map, but it's not going to be enough. Team Liquid will be squaring up around win.
See that octagon control.
But it's Yampy with first blood. Actually, with the push coming out from the B side, it's fairly dry. Still traded out. The Seekers come in as a follow-up. Nats on the back line, causing a lot of trouble. They haven't got hookah control, which is really important if you want to take over this attack. Mystic, calm, 3 points of health, no issue at all. Definitely not shaking where he stands. But Koi, they're the ones that should be shaky here. They head towards the A side, it's the right call. That's the empty side, but it's still them trying to walk a hill. It's 2 versus 4.
No smokes to deal with, aside from that short toxic screen. Nice nade to push off the angle of the plant there towards truck. Kiko has all the vision that he could ask for here.
Yeah, he's delayed it quite a bit. His teammates are here to help. Spike tapped. Ooh, TP up potential.
30
Kiko
seconds
goes for a
left.
swing. Grupinho, thinking
don't.
about it. 25 seconds. There's a necessity here for Shados to get a pick. I feel that's the
Spike planted.
plan here for Koi.
One enemy remaining.
But Kiko's going to hold that angle all
What
day.
a shot.
Grupinho peeks it and gets whack-a-mole in the face.
What an angle. Still, again, the angle here is the toxic screen towards short. Playing in front of it, Shados can pop it and run back afterwards.
Mystic was the low player. He was the one, you know, in charge to figure out where Shados is. But now it's a 2v1 of it.
He's got the Seekers, you gotta back up.
Some would say he would vacate, but that's not Yampi. He's built different, and he'll stick around to get a kill before he drops. 4v3, Team Liquid with the advantage.
With the spray coming out from Mystic too to just continue to clean up. Shifting back over, 3 players in hand, trusting Kiko with the operator to guard A all by his lonesome.
So Koi want to bait the idea that they've rotated. They're no longer in the B side, but Team Liquid aren't buying it.
No,
They're
they
too
never
smart
do.
for that. Open book, and Enzo will slap that book in their face. From Team Liquid is obscene. It's pretty impressive right now with a push aggressing here from Team Liquid as Kiko gets a kill. Still, it is a trade as Camo's been able to do a good job of it.
What?
But Grabinho gets caught from his back end. And Team Liquid don't want to hold back. They want to push even further, and Shadow's going to try and punish that. He knows that team all too well, but Tanat buys the time to go all the way behind. Oh, sneaky man. How sneaky are you? It's 2v2, and it's anyone's game at this point.
Not expecting that push with such aggressive play towards Zuka, and look at this angle that Kiko is opting to take.
Oh, it's the best position he could take, but he's so low, so he can't feel too comfortable to hold that position for another time. And Nats has gone all the way around here, taking his sweet time from spawn.
Spike planted.
And Kiko's definitely going to wait for it.
Snakebite to work with, as well as that Viper's Pit into this retake. Playing split here for Koi as well. Shados, the one with more health, playing over towards elbow, jiggling.
Well, they got information of where Nats is.
Last player standing.
And Kiko gets spammed! That's exactly what Koi needed. But Nats needs to do Nats things. That's all that remains. It's the last round, so we can expend the Viper's Pit, no problem at all.
Yeah, the pit that we talked about, but not covering the ground necessary. Now dropped.
Which makes him think that he might have gone through elbow, but no, instead he moves within the Viper's Pit himself. Starkso finds the off angle. Instead, with 2 players hiding out here, Shados hasn't shown his ground. It's one to stick around. Shados doing a lot of damage, but it's still being treated out. They're struggling to kill off Grabinho, but Starkso is still on site to defend together with Camo. Koi are not going to let Team Liquid enter that B site.
Nope. Regrouping towards Zuka, just having to check for that backstab. Unsure if anyone's pushed up behind them. They're forced to re-clear through market, find a little bit more of that information, opting for long in this push. Shadow poised and ready, great positioning. If they do show that long presence and then opt to TP back towards that A site, wouldn't expect someone to be far forward over towards Shower's side. While up here.
I mean, it's sort of a backup plan for Team Liquid to go into the TP if they don't end up committing here, but Kiko, he's made his way onto the box. Oh, he's gone all the way on top, but doesn't find the shot. Still traded by Nats. And with Camo low, he's drawn it back to a one-on-one. He heard where Shadow's coming from, right? It's the TP. Nats' position also telegraphed, but who will find who first? That is the question. Oh, is able to walk away here, Nats. He spots out Shadow, but both know where each other is. Looks behind, and it's Shadow to come out on top. Grabinho gets out of there. Importantly, Camo doesn't though. And just like that, Team Liquid have the advantage. It's a matter of what they were able to do with it. You can see Koi, you can see Shados all the way towards spawn, trying to scramble his way here to try and get himself onto the side to assist, but Kiko isn't going to waste any time. He moves in quickly, and they try to isolate these players one by one. Grabinho's body does make it towards the outside of the TP, but his spirit doesn't. The trade back coming through. It's still Team Liquid all the way, spike planted, and they're just going to play this back. They've been so impactful. You can already see Koi demanding respect towards B-Long.
More aggressive push that time around. Early Seekers coming through here. Find that information again. It's been those fast-paced pinches, but now the walk up towards Lamps.
Oh, and Nats gets a pick, and that's a very much necessary pick for Team Liquid. They were trailing behind, but Nats single-handedly gives the A-site to his team.
Clean plants here for Team Liquid. Everyone looking to play off-site aside from Yampi, maintaining that Lamps control. Boy, just looking to walk right up here. U-Haul, free for the taking. Might not expect someone to be close on the left. Again, just waiting for everyone else to try and catch up to the play, waiting for Starzo.
Realistically, you're only looking at the guiding light here from Starkso, but still Grabinho is able to get a pick off of Yampi. But they've spent so much time to get all players close by. They're really running out of it, and Mystic can play around as much as he wants. He spent the entire of last year trying to move to VCT together, but now he Tries to deal with him alone. He's Yampy with 2. Team Liquid poised to get a victory here on this round. That's cool, just like that. Lose 2 players in the TP.
Right here. Not even that, denying that showstopper coming out from Camo that could have completely shifted the story, the narrative of this round here. Now just slowing things down. Again, Koi, they had been nifty, pushing out previously. Team Liquid, neither of these squads do have that flank watch capability within the kits of these agents. They're still expecting someone finding a timing, biding their time. Koi, though, this is a great read coming out from them. They do stack 3 over towards A, anticipating this re-hit.
I mean, it's the only way. It's the only way Koi ever stand the chance, but these Seekers are going to spot every single one of them. 1 to the left, well, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. That's the call for Team Liquid. Enzo shouts to his team, B site is where we're going to be hitting. They move to the TP to deny that area as well, while Nats is kept behind to try and fend off the rest, trying to deny the rotation. It's a triple for Nats. Fine. The comfort to do the same. Guiding Light goes off behind him. Kiko is able to win out on that trade. Grabinho was there to assist, so the trade does come through. But Team Liquid, what do they gain from that? Not much space. That's clear, but it seems that Koi being aggressive here might give Mystic a gift. Shadow is so close to this. Orbital Strike goes in this direction. Mystic is there to read it, and Team Liquid are ahead. Guiding Light here for Stark, so he's trying to push it, but Mystic is quick enough to turn around. Flashes don't affect this man. It's a 2v4, and Team Liquid on a highway to success, especially when Nats is here up against Shados. A Viper v Viper, but Shados isn't all too aware. He's got no idea. He's fending off against players that are so close to him. Snake by 2 is made, and it's a spray down preemptive, but it's Yampy to clean.
Camo, though.
This is what Koi's been missing, a little bit more aggression, but this time Mystic reads it. Doesn't even matter. Showstopper for the back of it. Kiko tries to bounce back, but he might be trapped in here. Guiding Light after Guiding Light, but it's Nats' bullets to save Kiko's day. Nats just saved this round from getting way out of hand, so we're back to even footing.
But they look to re-aggress now towards B long instead. Yampy looking to find some information, only sees 1.
I think he spotted out a second one as well, so he's given out the call to his team to wrap around, and he gives up the space, knowing that he's on the weakest point here. Takes an open fight. That's a 1-on-1, 3v3 though, as Team Liquid have got B-side control. They've exchanged places, and Koi are trailing behind.
Denied that spike plant. Spike outside of the pit too.
That's picked it up.
Last player standing.
And Keiko wins the fight, leaving Shadow alone. He's taking so much damage from the snake bite, and it's another second spray going in this direction, but nobody cares. Finally, Shadows doubles up here. Koi have got something going their way. It's a 3v5, and Team Liquid need to pull the brakes.
Okay, forward positioning here from Shadow.
Spike is in the middle of the A site. Taken down.
This push from Grabinho, massive. Now, Team Liquid looking to regroup. Both players split up from each other, though.
All Koi need to do is chill, calm down, play the trading game. They've won this round. They've closed up the gap a little bit and make that comeback. Put it in their imagination, at least. Put it in arm's reach.
Yampy needs to get this pick.
They're definitely on the back foot here, Team Liquid, at this round. It has to be a massive overstep here from Koi if Team Liquid are given the advantage. And Shadow holding the corner. Gets rid by Mystic, 30 seconds. Surely this isn't a round that Team Liquid win, surely not. And in a matter of seconds, both remaining players of the Liquid side have been quashed. Set piece, and there's an incendiary at the feet as well. This is going to burn them up, but it's actually Yampy moving on to the other side of the map. Oh, Grabinho has been cleared, and he gets a double. Oh, not quite the triple. Nat's able to clean up the pieces, but with 30 seconds to spare, the B site is open. Showstopper from Camo. Wait a minute. He's waiting for it, right? He hasn't heard the spike go down just yet. There's no guarantee placement of any of these players.
Oh, the
damage
damage
onto Yampy, but he's not dead just yet. Holds a really good position here, and they think it's cleared out. Enzo finally finding himself on the board, finding some kills. That's really what his team needing them to do. Nat's close by. He's going to go for the swing, but Cameron's there and waiting. No, he's going to stick around, and it's Cameron to find off the pick. It's Endo all to himself. It's down to the IGL to close down this map and series for Team Liquid. Spraying towards a spike, touched once. Not to be stuck, but that's going to allow Camo to move up. Kiko's going ultra aggressive. He thinks there's a pick hit for him, but with the Trailblazer in his way, won't matter at all. Orbital Strike comes out, which it doesn't allow him to trade it all back out. Kiko with 2, Enzo with another. Camo tries to re-aggress, but I think that's all she wrote. Team Liquid, they're so close to getting themselves a first match win of this series. Shados is the final piece of the puzzle. And Team Liquid just got to play it slow. Nats with Shadows' bullet's name on it.